hand clean.
The worst that could happen.
Do you have a vacuum?
We are jumping right into this one. I will be
All
your
of the floor being
shoutcaster.
displayed.
Oh, goodness. We are hearing a bit in the background there.
Hey, Luke, shut up a little bit.
That would be the co-caster for today, David Vid Cossack, who's going to be shoutcasting this match with me. This match that we've got going is in Champion Select. We've already seen a Jinx and a Callista ban.
I shan't relate.
Yeah, so the blue side, we've got Bingo Squad 2, Electric Boogaloo, and the red side is our defending champions of Platinum Cap, the Sensei Squad, except they've replaced 3/5 of their players.
Yeah, a little bit of a different roster. We're going to see Nautilus come out as a ban as well. It's mostly a support these days, if I'm not mistaken, but you can flex it.
You could flex it, but generally much better in the support role. Top
Yes.
lane is fallen out of favor. Thresh going to be taken away from Let's Have Fun.
Just bot lanes being banned so far until that one. Vladimir going to come out as the final ban for Bingo Squad 2.
Yeah, and the last ban here for this first rotation is going to be something. Obviously, the Callista taken away. Oh,
Kayn.
Wow, Kayn.
Kayn getting banned away. All right, and Hecarim, good power pick, going to be the first lock-in for this. And yeah, it makes sense, banning the Callista away. Karasuda, there is a correct pronunciation of that. I don't know how it is pronounced.
Callista.
There you go. Gotcha. What you said, definitely a Callista 1 trick. So they're going to ban that away, and then they're also going to be banning away the Thresh, probably also a target ban, though it is generally strong. Yuumi coming out, that's another decently strong pick, at least last I checked. I don't believe they've nerfed it since Agent A2 was telling me how good it was. So
Yep, it's still pretty strong.
Still pretty strong. Second pick coming out for the Sensei Squad.
I would think that it would be for something like a Sivir or an Ezreal. Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
This is not EXT versus MSU, by the way. The lobby chat was broken for these two teams going
so they
into
just
this.
kind of went.
I know, and so because it was broken, they just started it up, and we didn't want to miss any of the champion select. So we'll go ahead and change that real quick while we're going through this.
So yeah, Sivir Yuumi, super fun, super strong. Super fun to play against. It's absolute cancer, and everyone should hate it. Caitlyn, gonna be picked up for Kalista, but Sivir Yuumi is pretty safe. You've got the spell shield, you've got Yumi's get out of jail free card, and you've got massive amounts of poke that are just gonna make life a living hell for the Bingo Squad 2 bot lane.
Yeah, you've got that right. Ooh. Let me finish editing up this other team name.
So that is the one thing that I was wondering when they didn't ban it in the first rotation.
Yeah, Cho'Gath, his namesake.
Cho'Gath.
Yeah. And he's going to be locking it in. That's going mid lane, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So the good news is they do get to counterpick it at some point. And there are a lot of things that can punish Cho'Gath. Brand is not one of them. There were like 2 games that BSG2 Cho'Gath used to be Leslie Campoy, used to be Danny Phantom, GR Vid, and a bunch of other just bullshit names. But the one of the games where he got his hands on Cho'Gath, it was against Return of the Middlesticks last split, and he solo killed Wing Nation a total of 4 times that game.
Whew, which is pretty impressive. He has Wing Nation has quite the reputation as a pretty strong mid laner in these tournaments. So solo killing him 4 times.
So Cassiopeia picked up for Sensei Squad, and then Sejuani, and then Morgana banned away. So we're looking at a pinching there in the jungle, trying to keep Water Bear, under control.
Yeah. Final ban coming out for the Sensei Squad. Going with Karma. That's been have they nerfed it since they buffed the shield speed duration, the speed boost duration
They
on her E?
nerfed the speed boost duration back. So the
they
only
reverted
net
that.
change is the Q slow.
Q slow still
The
stronger.
powered Q slow
Gotcha.
is still stronger.
Cool. All right, and Ornn going to be the final ban against Sensei Squad. They hadn't picked a top laner yet, so they're going to ban that one away. We've got Yuumi Sivir in the bot lane. That's pretty strong. Pretty darn strong. Cassiopeia in the mid lane as well. Pretty scaling DPS focused comp so far. All Are they
And
going
if I
to get
remember
something with
cor-
some Engaged? Oh, this
And if I
says
remember
Empowered E still
correctly-
has the duration increased. Perhaps, anyway. That could be wrong. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry, I
Non-empowered.
didn't catch
Okay,
that first half.
non-empowered E was reverted, but the empowered E still has the increased duration.
Oh yeah,
Okay. Cool.
I never use empowered.
Tom
either,
Kinch, top lane. They're gonna pick Gnar into that in the top lane there, and the support pick looks like it's going to be Lux. Yep, they're gonna lock that in. That's a strong support still.
And here I'm very surprised that they didn't ban Lux rather than Morgana. Like Karma, I understand because Karma's just very strong right now.
Mm-hmm.
But Lux, especially with the Caitlyn synergy, she has, well, I think in professional she's close to 100% pick or ban. And she's just
Trundle.
ridiculously good with Caitlyn. So
Oh yeah, no, very good with Caitlyn.
Nope, it's going to be an Olaf.
Yeah, I feel like if Morgana gets banned against you, Lux is like a pretty similar pick when you have the Caitlyn as your AD carry, you know? Land a bit of CC or wait until they step on a trap, and you can just chain those kinds of things together. So, we've got the final lineups here. We've got Olaf and Hecarim jungle. We've got Cassiopeia and Cho'Gath mid. We've got Caitlyn and Lux in one bot lane, Yuumi and Sivir in the other, and then up there in the top lane, we're going to have Gnar and Tahm Kench. Unless, well, they haven't traded. Currently, Karista,
yeah.
nice, has currently has the Gnar. I don't know if that's a spectator bug or if they're doing something cheeky.
Well, that is the 20-second. We have hit the 20-second lock. Like you can't swap after 20 seconds on the timer.
Gotcha. Interesting.
I
So is
think
this going to be Caitlyn top? Question
It's
mark?
gotta be a spectator bug, right? That doesn't make
I
any
mean, what
sense.
if you're just like, oh, they have Tahm Kench?
Caitlyn solo lane, because you can't. You're not gonna take Gnar with heal in the top lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts. So,
Yeah. So I don't know if we're looking at a Karisuta. There, that's helping me sound it out. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I don't know if it's a spectator bug or what, but Caitlyn
this could get really interesting.
could be Caitlyn top? Question mark. Oh, somebody says somebody might have DC'd. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, we'll see if these teams are doing anything about this. It seems that the lobby is like still up, considering we're loading into it right now.
Yeah, they didn't cancel champion select or anything.
Yeah, so since they didn't cancel Champion Select, I believe rules-wise, I mean, we could always check with good old Agent A2, but I believe rules-wise, gotta stick with it. But if he DC'd, I don't know why they didn't message the other captain, close the lobby. I guess we'll see what's going on. We still have a minute and a half left on this spectator delay, though.
But God, if we have to go through champion select again. So what is your preferred team comp here? Assuming that it's Caitlyn bot lane.
If we assume that it's Caitlyn bot lane, I think I would probably lean. I'd probably lean towards Bingo Squad 2's team comp. I think that their bot lane would fare pretty decently against Sivir Yuumi. Even though Sivir Yuumi is pretty darn strong, I think Caitlyn Lux will have an okay time surviving that lane. I don't think Olaf has the best ganks in the world, and there's not like a an Alistar or something there in the bot lane to help a gank along either. So I don't know. I don't think they're going to be under too much gank threat, but I think they're going to have a lot of gank pressure. Lux and Caitlyn have chain CC. Hecarim's got some pretty decent ganks, especially once he gets 6. Cassiopeia is not going to have is probably not going to have a lot of great roams. She takes a little while to really come online and do a lot of damage. But Cho'Gath, while he's not the fastest roamer, isn't that hard to roam with, especially when you can chain CC with Rupture pretty easily, which is a big knockup and a big slow. So, I don't know. I think that they are just going to take a lot of the early game here. Tahm Gnar could go either way in the top lane.
Yeah, I think Bingo Squad definitely won the draft here. It looks like Sensei Squad was kind of going for we want to be able to beat them late, and then just forgot to draft a winning lane. Like Olaf does theoretically beat Hecarim in the jungle, and Waterbear has been, I mean, historically on Sensei Squad and so far in the Summer Splash, Water Bear has been the best performing member of his team, the most
Mhm.
consistent at least. So if he can be the one kind of turn the whole map around on his own, yes, I think they can scale to late, but I think it's a hard thing to ask one guy to basically put the team on his
Right.
shoulders for 20 minutes.
No, I agree. I agree. But they do have. I think they do. Yeah. They've got a good. It's exactly what you were just saying. They've got a really good late game. Sivir's mid to late game is pretty nuts. Same with Cassiopeia. But they just got to get there first.
Are we on patch 9.14? What patch are we on?
9.14?
Did we? I just saw the patch notes where
Yeah.
Cassiopeia got her
Oh my
got her
God.
big changes. Her miasma got changed. Her E heals differently now.
Gotcha. I
And-
think we're still on patch 9.913.
It's a good game.
Are we right?
Okay. It's confusing for
Yeah,
me because
I think 914 comes out this coming week. It's currently a
Okay.
Sunday, so I think that comes out on
Okay,
Tuesday, Wednesday.
because right now professional is on. Oh, it was a DC.
It was a DC. Is this lobby dead? I mean, we're here, right? Spectating it.
Yeah, we're here. Oh, so they're just pausing. All right, can we get a ruling about the DC?
I believe
What
ruling wise, they would have had to.
Squad say, are they okay with remake?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
rule
'cause
wise, if you have somebody DC, you need to like message somebody and close the lobby real quick.
Yeah, if it's in champion select,
Yeah.
as long as you have that, it's up to you guys. Yeah, remake then.
If the other team, we've always been, if the other team is okay with it, like with doing something along these, like letting a team remake, then we do. But being as things are, generally scheduled for certain times and people plan around certain things, we try not to like let things get wasted by teams not paying attention in champion select, or not like quickly jumping to fix some sort of bug by quitting out of a lobby. But if the other team if the other team's okay with it, then we're okay with it too. Just kind of a matter of keeping everything on the level. So
Yeah,
it sounds
and
like Sensei Squad is okay with remaking it. So I think that this is going to get quit out of, and the teams are going to reset it.
Yeah. This is one of the weird ones because usually, as long as you have an actual disconnect or something, you just have to message the other captain in champion select and just say, "Hey, can we remake here?" And
Yeah.
they always say yes. But since the game started, because it like happened while they were the disconnect happened while they were starting to load in, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
or in the last couple of seconds. That doesn't. I don't think we have anything written in for that.
Yeah. Well, I think it would be you'd have to play it out. I think, but if Sensei Squad is okay with remaking, then that is okay with us.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
But we're still sitting here in the lobby. I'm like waiting to see if I'm hitting exit game here or not.
Oh, I just left.
All right, we'll leave this. We'll just throw up the Be Right Back screen, and we will start things up once they are through Champion Select and we're back into this. So we'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has reconnected. A summoner has reconnected.
All right, we're almost back in game. Almost. It looks like the teams are indeed actually playing it out. It's going to be paused just a little bit longer. And then the game's going to be played out, though I think we have a bit of pause time remaining. But I believe everybody's reconnected to the game and making this game. Yep, okay. Game's unpaused. It looks like we're starting things off. We will see who's actually going top lane on the side of Bingo Squad 2. It looks like Gnar is going top and Segundo's going AD carry. Having teleport on your AD carry isn't the craziest thing these days. Probably not optimal with a Caitlyn Lux, but you know, champions like alongside Yuumi or champions alongside Yuumi will sometimes take it, or maybe somebody like Ezreal who can relatively easily escape ganks.
Yeah, and the one thing here is Karista does have fleet footwork, so he has Caitlyn runes on. That's unfortunate for him.
To be fair, fleet footwork isn't actually bad on Gnar. I like taking it on Gnar. Sometimes they'll
footwork's fine on him. It's just the full. I'm guessing it's the full squishy. I wonder what his secondary is.
Yeah, no. As far as secondaries go, probably not optimized. And fleet footwork, there might be better options. Personally, on Gnar, I do actually like fleet footwork a lot. I find that I don't like grasp when it's only half as effective because he's ranged the majority of the time. It doesn't stack as much health for him because, again, ranged. Or he'll, you know, it's just not as effective, and I've always liked the movement speed and healing of that. But so as far as runes go, that could be worse. Secondary, will it tell us what he took secondary?
Probably not, but
Yeah.
the likely one is what do you call it? Well, actually, it's probably not sorcery because you'd see it, right, if you looked at his buff counter.
Yeah, so he was planning on going Caitlyn. Could have been inspiration.
Yeah, it might be inspiration. Here, let's see if we can see that. Yep, it's inspiration.
Inspiration. All right.
Yeah, you can. Yep, if you click on him and then press C, you can see it in the little bottom right. So yeah,
That's
he got
rather cool. Oh, how cool!
He's got footwear, biscuit
upgraded.
delivery.
Upgraded spectate client is amazing.
So Triumph, Bloodline, and Coup de Grace.
Gotcha.
So standard stuff for Caitlyn, a little bit unstandard for Gnar. I would have taken Tenacity. Tenacity probably would have been better there.
Yeah, perhaps a Tenacity second if you went Fleet Footwork first.
Yeah.
But I really like having on him. I like having Alacrity, and I like having Fleet Footwork. I've always thought that that's a pretty good combination. But yeah, secondary wise, definitely not optimal. But we'll see how things go in the top lane here for the Gnar.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane,
little bit
Cho'Gath
of
getting
trade.
poked down a little bit. Yeah. Midnight Slushy doing really well here. So I think it is going to be, it's going to basically be the jungle. The jungle early is where we're going to be looking here. Water Bear versus Worst Luck. Who can gank better?
Yeah, and we saw Water Bear. It looked like he almost had died to the blue buff. He probably had it under control, Olaf with the increased attack speed and healing and whatnot when he gets low. But he was going very low against that blue buff, and he did back, it looks like. And he picked up those Predator boots after that back. Looking for some ganks here then. I'm starting to...
early ganks here,
Yeah.
Predator boots, that's exactly what you want
All right.
on
Olaf got spotted out by a ward there near the mid lane. Cho'Gath goes down and puts a second ward down. He's going to clear that away. And it looks like Hecarim doesn't want to take this fight right now. Going to head back into his own jungle.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Water Bear, it looks like he's going for a bit of a jungle, but, there's nothing there. So, unfortunate, but he's going to learn something valuable.
All right, Gnar is going to go for a little bit of a trade there on Azale. Here comes Water Bear onto Cho'Gath. He's going to go ahead and burn the Flash. Predator gets burned there as well.
Great gank there, and because, even though he didn't make the kill, the more important part is that he gave lane pressure to his laner. Sometimes it's actually better to just give the lane pressure of burning a flash rather than taking a kill for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what's up, Captain Boy?
Meanwhile, here in the bot lane, we do see Mark Hames and Blue Ashley are pushing in the Bingo Squad 2 bot lane. And there looks like the blue side's a little bit behind on CS and health, for that matter, as Mark Hames gets one auto attack in.
Yeah. People in Twitch chat were commenting on Sivir Yumi being disgusting, and it's looking pretty strong. I know Agent A2 has a very high opinion of both of those picks. So we're going to see how this lane shapes out. Looks like those boomerangs and those homing missiles from Yumi have really poked Let's Have Fun and Segundo down a decent bit.
And of course, we do have to remember Segundo is not the starting.
Yes, not the starting bot laner. Yeah, they DC'd in Champion Select, and then they never traded champions and did not close out the lobby. So rules-wise, you don't close out the lobby. You're playing on, unless the other team says no, which they did not.
The unfortunate thing in the rules is it's a bit of a catch-22 because if you don't close out the lobby, then you have to play. If you do close out the lobby and you don't have permission from the other captain,
no, it's not permission. It's actually not permission. It's just
or if
letting
you have
them know.
if you have a problem, if you have an actual problem, then
Yeah. No, if you just have to let the other team know what's going on and then close the lobby. I believe it's just an awareness thing.
Yeah.
Keep everybody honest. So you don't just be like, oh crap, we locked something in wrong or something, and just like panic, bail on Champion Select, or, you know, things along those lines. But, ooh, wow, more poke. Let's Have Fun is going to eat that Q from Yumi there to help Segundo finish the back. Ultimate coming out from Midnight Slushy. Turns on to Hecarim a bit. Where's Lock and A is going to go down on the gank. Wow, Ignite comes out and just gets melted down. Only level 5, doesn't have that ultimate yet. And whoo, Midnight Slushy gets a kill on the gank, and now he's getting aggressive onto Cho'Gath.
Yeah,
Silence.
Wow. Jumping in there
shots,
without, basically jumping in there without support. Cho'Gath didn't have his flash, he couldn't engage there, and Midnight Slushy just played that beautifully. Knew that he had enough damage to do it as long as Worslock couldn't ult out of there. Great play there by the Cassiopeia, and it's going to put Cho'Gath and Worslock significantly behind here. So,
Yeah, man, you got to be careful. Just jumps in, immediately gets stunned by Midnight Slushy. He pushed Midnight Slushy away from Cho'Gath as well, which is rough because Cho'Gath needs to get melee to really do all of the damage. You know, like a decent chunk of Cho'Gath's damage at this stage of the game is still in that E on those auto attacks.
Getting the E and the electrocute here that BSG Cho'Gath really likes to use.
Cho'Gath might be going down to Midnight Slushy. Here doesn't quite go down. Midnight Slushy does get hit by the Rupture.
Yeah, and so now we do see that Midnight Slushy is going to be dominant in this lane. 65 CS to 45, forcing his lane opponent back, and he's going to get to go back to spend that 1,500 gold sitting in his pocket. This is going to be, the tier has already been picked up, so we are going to see the Lost Chapter come out, and and there we go. A refillable potion around things off.
All right, teams starting to ping onto that Infernal Drake there.
And with Olaf at this level, he is level 6 now, so if he gives up a little bit of his pressure on his lanes, he should be able to solo this, actually. He has his second level jungle item. He's got a cloth armor, which is going to make the Infernal Drake do, a little less damage to him.
Yeah.
Plus, Infernal Drake is...
Ooh, throws down the ultimate, doesn't get the stun. Not going to get the stun there, but does put down the slow. However, Rupture, such a huge knock up and slow. I'm going to keep Midnight Slushy at bay while Cho'Gath retreats a bit there. Cho'Gath, after his jungler dying on that gank, falling a decent bit behind. Here comes the ultimate from Yumi, going to get the double knockup. They're throwing down some AoE. Segundo gets Ignite, flashes away, going to go down. They're going to poke Let's Have Fun there just a little bit more as he tries to back away. He's going to survive. Blue Ashley and Mark Hames burning one summoner in the Ignite and both of their ultimates.
Yeah, so they had the level 6 advantage there. Segundo and Let's Have Fun had to back off earlier, which meant that they lost the race for level 6 there. So Blue Ashley, Mark Hames taking great advantage of the situation and using that final chapter to get a 2v2 kill there on their lane opponents. They're also going to pick up 2 turret plates, putting them A significant amount ahead, about 1,000, 1,000 plus gold across that entire lane.
All right, Midnight
Meanwhile,
Slushy gonna clear a
Waterbear's-
little bit of vision there.
Waterbear's sitting here thinking, okay, I got the Drake, and now I'm guessing my lanes need help. Whoa, you guys. You're doing so good.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you.
We've got a medium-sized CS lead in the top lane, decent CS leads in the mid and bot lane, and a medium-sized CS lead in the jungle as well. So things pretty decently in favor of Sensei Squad at the moment. They're 2.5k up, maybe a little bit more than that. They've also got 1 dragon and 2 kills, but first tower still on the table. I think Cho'Gath. Gosh, that name. Oh, Midnight Slushy, way premature there.
Whoa.
I think he thought that was going to be an all-in or something, but Cho'Gath just hits the rupture, walks away, and now he's going all in on the Midnight Slushy. He throws down the ult, throws down the E, gets electrocute, hits the ignite, and Midnight Slushy's going to burn down to those ticks, and that's going to be a solo kill for Cho'Gath. Meanwhile, Karasuda trying to run away from this gank in the top lane, but he burns the jump. He's not going to get far enough. Flash heal comes out as well. Ultimate from Waterbear, Predator from Waterbear, and he's going to be very fast. Bit of poke onto Sivir here, going to throw down the spell shield and block a chunk of that damage. That's going to be Let's Have Phone's combo. And wow, bunch of explosive stuff all over the map right there. Solo kill in the mid lane, gank in the top lane, and Lux burning ult there in the bot lane.
Yeah, the good 1-for-1 trade actually leaves Bingo Squad. Actually leaves Bingo Squad a little bit behind since the Cho'Gath kill. Oh, Segundo, he's in trouble. Ooh,
Flash comes out, and that's going to be it. And now here comes Worstlock and Air. Are they going to be able to make something? Oh, nope, nothing happening here. And Let's Have Fun just got it back. So we saw Mark Hames hit a good homing shot onto Segundo there. And as soon as they hit that, they both pressed ultimate. Blue Ashley and Mark Hames both pressed R. They almost get the CC off in the first 3 waves from Yuumi ult onto Segundo, but Segundo gets just out of range. But Mark Hames and Blue Ashley, they flash forward, they finish getting that root, and Blue Ashley is able to finish off the kill onto the rooted Segundo. So they burn their ultimates, they burn their flash, but they pick up a kill, and then Worstlock and A's not able to turn anything around there for him.
Yeah, and a really good show of the duo synergy there between Mark Hames and Blue Ashley. They didn't play together last split, but you can already tell that from the 3 weeks that they've been together on Sensei Squad, they have done pretty well in getting that sense of what they're doing, or even just communication simply. So it is going to put them 20 CS, 3 turret plates, and 2 kills ahead in this lane. So they are in a commanding lead here.
All right. He picked up the solo kill. He's now even in kills with his lane opponent, Cho'Gath, I mean. Still a small bit of down in CS, but can he pick up another solo kill?
Yeah, and he's going to need to be able to do this pretty quickly, at least, in a scaling sense, because Midnight Slushy does have that Archangel Scepter. Sooner or later, it is going to turn into that Seraph's Embrace. Midnight Slushy is going to be that much stronger. But he does manage to hit a knockup, which is, gets a little bit of health. Just a little bit. So back to Zale in the top lane. He's actually 20 CS ahead of Karista now, which is to his major credit, because Gnar is not a champion that, that Tahm Kench should be winning this hard this early against. So thanks to that gank, he has managed to build a lead from that. He's got his Dead Man's Plate first.
Karasuda really going hard onto Zale here. But Tahm Kench is a hard champion to 1v1, especially when he has that Dead Man's Plate and you don't have your Black Cleaver. You really need Black Cleaver to be able to make that fight happen. Here in the mid lane, a lot of trading. Oh yeah, Let's Have Fun, by the way.
Yeah, it just goes down.
Yeah, went down there. Segundo trying to retreat away. That might be the bot lane turret in the first tower of the game. They're gonna be able, to get that. Segundo sees it happening. He's gonna trade a little bit and back away. That's gonna be 2-0-1. First tower and 30 CS up for Blue Ashley. It's sitting pretty.
Ooh, Midnight Slushy gets hit with another Rupture, which it is a pretty big skill shot to hit. But at the same time, you really got to be able to dodge those because the moment he's got flashback up, you can just die. It's one of those things. It's like, yeah, you've got a little bit of leeway, but not much. So back here in
Things,
top
yes,
lane.
things still pretty chill at the moment after that kill in the bot lane and the tower in the bot lane. Blue Ashley and Mark Hames had reset, spent a bit of money, and they are going to be heading towards, it looks like the top side of the map to pressure down that second tower up there.
Yep, the good old lane swap coming into the favor of Sensei Squad. Meanwhile, Water Bear's priorities have shifted a lot, which I think is super interesting. Obviously with the Olaf, we were talking about how he needed to be there for his lanes early, make sure that they can get ahead. And then basically showed up and said, okay, well, I got top lane a little bit ahead, I got mid lane a little bit ahead early, and then bot lane's just been doing fine on their own. So I don't actually need to babysit them anymore. I can focus on working on these map leads, like the 2 dragons that he's got. So good on Water Bear, noticing that you don't need to keep killing people. You don't need to keep help killing people in order to get your team ahead.
All right, Cho'Gath still trying to hit a bit of CC. Definitely starting to have a lot of kill potential onto a squishy Midnight Slushy here. Let's have fun. Going to walk into this bush, get hit, then going to immediately flash away. Here comes the root from Yuumi. He tries to float back some damage, and it's not enough.
Crap.
They get rooted and exploded. Blue Ashley comes in off the top side there. The Olaf axes come down. The missile comes down from Yuumi as well, and they just get exploded under tower, and that tower is going to go down. 2 towers in favor of them. We still have Rift Herald, hasn't been used. Cho'Gath trying to chase down Midnight Slushy there, but takes way more damage than he puts out. Waterbear gonna eat a turret shot or 2 right there. Midnight Slushy looking for a kill onto Cho'Gath. That silence is gonna be doing a decent bit to keep him alive. He's gonna make it back towards his tower. Is he? Oh, walks a little too close to Midnight Slushy. Midnight Slushy flashes and ignites and puts down enough damage, and Cho'Gath goes down as well. Solo kill for Midnight Slushy. Another tower goes down to the top lane. They had those death timers, and nobody on their team was able to come to respond, and they just used 3 members to shove down that tower. A 3rd tower in favor of Sensei Squad.
I really thought that Cho'Gath would actually come out ahead in that duel in the mid lane, because Midnight Slushy did that thing again where he panic ulted and panic ulted for literally nothing on Cho'Gath's part, but then Cho'Gath went ahead and stepped up wrong, and now we see this fight in the bot lane.
Yeah, he does have the black cleaver, Karasuda does. Maybe, oh wait, that was an odd flash. There's the heal. The shield comes out and it's really big, and then the shield is going to help Zale survive. I think maybe like a slightly different usage of the flash there could have made a big difference. Trying to stay at the edge of Tahm Kench's range as Gnar to put down damage without eating autos, and then maybe flashing a Q that you wouldn't have been able to otherwise dodge. Maybe could have turned things there, but again, I'm not even gonna try. Karasuda might not be super experienced on the Gnar, as we mentioned earlier, accidentally going with the Gnar after they their player DC'd and they didn't close the lobby and they weren't able to trade. So
Yeah, I think Karista definitely
here comes the engage. Mark Hames gets a little bit low, but he's going to find his way on the Olaf. Here comes the root, going to root up 2. Saguna goes down to Zale. Burstlock and A goes deep, but gets flashed away from. Going to go down to Midnight Slushy. A flash gets burned as well. Zale now trying to chase down Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath runs up into the top of the jungle here. Midnight Slushy going to juke away from Let's Have Fun's binding. Zale going to finally catch up with the help of the Dead Man's Plate and going to chomp down Cho'Gath. Meanwhile, Blue Ashley Water Bear coming around the backside. Water Bear goes into a stopwatch to stay alive, and instead of dying to Karasuda there, and Let's Have Fun gonna get chased down by Zale and Midnight Slushy as well. Now Water Bear and Blue Ashley here in the mid lane, they're gonna take down a tower, and now they've got 4 members alive, 1 low health bar, but that's an Olaf. He'll probably heal up rather quickly, and they're gonna steal away a bit of jungle camps. No dragon to pick up here.
Yeah, the 19-minute ace, 5-turret lead, 11,000 gold. I think we can see where this game is heading, especially with the Cassiopeia and Sivir on the side of the Sensei squad. They are just all so massive. Midnight Slushy just kicking ass and taking names here in the mid lane, even though he's a little bit trigger happy with his ultimate. but Blue Ashley and Mark Hames as well, just absolutely dominating their lane phase, and then taking that lead, rotating around the map, and getting like 4 more turrets off of that.
Yeah. And that was a pretty good fight on their part. Bingo Squad 2 really did their best to play that fight as well as they could with the disadvantage they're at. But every time somebody went low on Sensei Squad, they would immediately flash away, back out of the fight. They were kind of changing in and out there, and they were able to use their gold lead to pretty decisively win the fight. They still lost 1 member, I believe. But they got a lot for it. Oh, that's not enough burst damage onto Mark Hames. Squishy little Yuumi, but still the full combo from Let's Have Fun. Only going to take out about half the HP. 0-3-1, no AP. That Lux isn't going to be one-shotting anybody. Waterbear gets aggressed on, going to pop the ultimate, running in, going to get shut down. The ultimate comes out from Gnar, and they're going to shut down Mark Hames as well. He was trying to jump onto Waterbear there, but Waterbear went down so fast. Mark Hames on the Siyumi was just left hanging. They're going to pick up 2 kills. They lost Karasuda there as in exchange, but they picked up 2, which that's great. Picking up these small victories when you're behind is what you need to do.
Yeah, little victories there. We do see that the gold lead has actually changed back to 1,000 since they got that 500 gold shutdown on Waterbear, small shutdown on Yuumi as well. So they're going to be a little bit appeased from that, but still they've got basically they've got 10 more of those to go before they can even the gold up again. But we do see that they are focusing this vision around the Baron. Very smart of them, considering that it is the one neutral monster on the map right now, and there is no doubt in my mind that Blue Ashley and Midnight Slushy could just burn this thing down, especially with that Mountain Drake.
All right, going to be shoving down some of these mid lane minions, picking up a bit more CS. Blue Ashley now walking up to regroup with some of the teammates.
And
looks like they're going to hand over red buff to Blue Ashley. Yep, Blue Ashley going to pick slowly 1 HP. Slowly going to pick up that red buff. And now they're starting to try to get some vision around Baron. They're going to get spotted out there, poked at by Let's Have Fun. Going to try to put down some damage onto Waterbear. Chunk him a little bit. Going to get healed back up by Yuumi. Here comes Zale around the corner. Hits the slow to Cho'Gath, but not close enough to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and now we do see them clumping up here in the top, on the top side of the map. Since Zale doesn't have teleport,
the ultimate comes out again. Still not very much damage. Let's Have Fun. Doesn't have a lot of AP or experience.
Yeah, we're seeing Let's Have Fun put so far behind early 0-3 and 3. He's going for the Athene's Unholy Grail first, which does nothing for damage, but Karista, he might be in trouble. He's going to get rooted up with Cho'Gath, but that's going to be Waterbear going down. Karista, he's still alive. He finally goes down. Worslock, though, he's in the back of the fight. Zale gonna pick up Mark Hames and Midnight Slushy. Worslock has to run away, slowed again.
Ooh, nice root.
Yeah, the root saves his life.
Yeah, hits the root onto 2 members, going to help Let's Have Fun and Cho'Gath escape. They need to back and recover their HP if they want to defend these towers.
Yeah, another 1-for-1 here, but losing Karista is actually much worse for Bingo Squad 2 than losing Waterbear is for Sensei Squad. Sensei Squad has so many bounties that are not on the Olaf, and now they've got their DPS still up, available to take these turrets. Meanwhile, Karista is kind of there engaged without that unstoppable onslaught from the Hecarim. So now this 4v4 here, Yuumi actually
slowly getting this turret. Ooh, get some significant damage onto Mark Hames there.
Yeah, that's going to be the flash forward. Now Midnight Slushy, he's in trouble. He's going to finally
damage.
Knocked up Karista. He's got the Gnar available. He's going to throw them into the wall. That's 3 men there. Zale goes down. Blue Ashley flashes forward, but to no avail. Mark Hames, the cat's the only one left. The cat's dead too.
All right, Waterbear finally arrives at the fight, but it's too late. They lose Worslock and A, but thanks to that engage, they pick up 4 members of Sensei Squad. And I think they kind of had that small victory there in the mid lane a little while ago. Then they had to disengage from that next fight. But this time they take a huge win and take their first step towards trying to win this game.
Yeah, and that
they have a long way to come back.
The whole catalyst there was Mark Hames getting hit by the full Lux combo. And, he was at half health, which, yeah, that's not really all that much damage. But it meant that Zale had burned one of his cooldowns. Mark Hames had already used the final chapter. So there were a lot of disengage and safety things that Sensei Squad didn't have available at that moment, which made it the perfect time for Worstlock to go back into the fight with the Unstoppable Onslaught. And then, of course, Karista got that beautiful 3-man Gnar, and yeah.
All right, so they lost that last team fight, but they still are a fair bit ahead in terms of gold and objectives. They're up 3 dragons to 0, 5 towers to 0, and they still have a significant gold lead. So, and they do have the scaling of Sivir and Cassiopeia. So, given their scaling, their gold lead, their objective lead, I still think Sensei Squad are looking pretty here. They need to be careful to take a fight they didn't want. It looks like Water Bear is going in, gets knocked out, going to ultimate. Chase ding down Karasuda. Karasuda trying to get an Gnar ult off, but gets CC'd and goes down. Here comes the Lux ult that's not big enough. Water Bear flashes forward, trying to get down an AoE slow. Gonna get ulted on by Worstlock and A, who's now in the middle of the team. Water Bear trying to retreat away from this fight, going to get CC'd by the trap. And now we've got Zale here, gonna pop the shield after all, and going to try to back away. Pretty low on HP. Karasuda goes down, and nobody has gone down yet for Sensei Squad. So I'm going to try to put down some traps to help them secure vision. Let's have fun. Just low, but is alive nonetheless. Looks like Water Bear is now in their jungle. They're trying to secure a bit of vision around this bear, and Zale trying to recover some HP, poking Cho'Gath here.
Yeah, and all they needed there was
Water
that
Bear
one
goes ahead and pops Predator, but it looks like he's going to immediately back up, take out that pink ward. Predator gets popped, not for a whole lot of benefit there. Markheim's going to spot this ward. They're going to clear that as well. Blue team now does not have vision on the Baron buff. They're starting to move up into the jungle here. Segundo low on mana.
Yeah, I think
Gonna hit a binding there. Gonna poke a bit onto Blue Ashley and Zale. There. Oh wow, big poke back onto Karasuda though.
Yeah, I feel like Sensei Squad actually squandered that kill advantage somewhat because they didn't use it to actually pressure or bait the dragon. They just took that as an opportunity to clear the vision while unsuccessfully trying to poke back the rest of Bingo Squad. But oh boy!
Oh, wow, they're gonna get Segundo, but gonna go down for it. They're gonna be chasing down. Worstlock and A is going to go down here. Karasuda gets a pretty good Gnar ultimate off, but is going to go down as well. Meanwhile, Zale takes. Oh no, Zale took down Karasuda. Cho'Gath getting chased. Midnight Slushy almost goes down, but he gets saved by Zale. Markheim's incredibly low as well. Markheim needs to be careful here. That is a Lux. Okay, there's a heal. Whew.
4 for 1 is going to do so much here. It means that they're going to be able to crack this inhibitor even though they don't get the Baron due to Water Bear being dead. Blue Ashley is going to have no trouble taking down this inhibitor, cracking open the base of Bingo Squad 2, and that's just going to make it so much harder for Bingo Squad to hold this game.
Oh yeah, and they're going to be able to back here. They have almost a 10k gold lead. They're up 6 towers, 4 dragons, 12 kills. Things looking good for Sensei Squad at the moment. They're going to back, they're going to buy. That last fight honestly was rather close. Bingo Squad 2 was doing a pretty good job in a lot of that. I just think that the Hecarim ult was like a little bit off maybe in that fight. Didn't land onto as many people or push as many important targets toward his own team as it could have been. But there was a nice Karasuda ult there, but they just didn't really have the damage available to them to be able to capitalize on like that small victory. They really needed like all of their teammates to hit all of their stuff at maximum effectiveness if they have a hope of winning a team fight at such a gold deficit, you know?
Yeah, the two things I noticed in that fight that I think one of them could have changed something, the other one not so much. When Midnight Slushy got silenced by Cho'Gath, if they had turned back
wait! Wow, Markheim gets popped. Goes down, isn't able to use the W to get onto an ally. I believe it's the W. Isn't able to use the W to get onto an ally and goes down there. Water Bear now thought he was about to get rooted. I'm going to pop the ultimate and run away. Let's have fun and Water Bear get. Wow, sorry, and sorry for me to just be like, wait, because like that was just Markheim's got hit by the binding and just gets popped.
Material.
Yeah. Whew. Wow. So they pick up a kill on Markheim's Yuumi, such a squishy little kitten, when not on on an allied champion. Whew. Got popped.
Yeah, I mean, you usually look at a champion and you're like, oh, well, they've got, a fifth of their health left. And you're like, well, that's fine, because that's, 300, 500 health. when it's Yumi, it's 200, and you're not even you're looking at no resistances as well. So it is a lot harder for Yumi to survive a screw up like getting hit with a Lux Binding. Which is why you've got
Waterbury looking to engage here onto Karasuda, chasing down Let's Have Fun in Karasuda, trying to put down damage. Karasuda going very low, pops the ultimate, gets the kill, trying to retreat, doesn't quite go down. Where's Akane ults into the team, but gonna get CC'd up. Zale now in the front, trying to chase. Mark Hames takes a bit of damage there. Blue Ashley gonna flash forward, putting down some damage. Slow comes out from Zale and Midnight Slushy. Triple kill over to Blue Ashley. That is an ace, and very possibly that's gonna be the game. They've got super minions here in the mid lane. I think that is the game in favor of Sensei Squad for game 1.
Yep,
yeah, it looks to be the case.
A Fed Sivir, yeah, there's no way that this is not going down. It looks like they're just going to be able to take that down in quick fashion, ending this in just over 30 minutes.
Gotcha. So that's going to be game 1 in the first match of the day of week 4 of the Summer Splash Platinum Capped. Sensei Squad takes the win. There was a champion lobby or a champion select that didn't get left when one of their players had DC'd, so the enemy team wanted them to play through it, so they did. So that's going to be game 1. We're going to go to game 2 where Sensei Squad's going to have side selection in just a minute.
Yeah, so don't go anywhere.
right, looks like we're heading back into Champion Select for Game 2. Sensei Squad took Game 1 and has side selection for Game 2. So they're going to pick blue side, and they're going to be banning away Callista as their first ban. Bingo Squad 2 going to ban away the Jinx. So far, looking pretty similar to last game, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Callista and Thresh were banned for one side, Jinx and Nautilus for the other. So yeah, so far the bans are looking pretty similar.
Yeah, and the one that I might question there, or the one that I might say that Sensei Squad should get rid of, is the Cho'Gath third rather than the Nautilus or whatever it was.
Yeah, so I think last time it was Jinx, Nautilus, Vladimir? Jinx,
Nautilus, Vladimir for Bingo Squad.
But this time
Sensei
they have
Squad,
banned Jinx and Sivir.
Yeah, and the Sivir obviously was very strong for Blue Ashley, so you want to take that one away. Had no trouble 2v2ing there, and there we go, Cassiopeia being the third.
Yeah, and that was pretty strong for Midnight Slushy, talking about what was strong last game. In the early game, Worst Luck and A tried to make a gank happen as a level 5 Hecarim against a level 6 Cassiopeia with a Cho'Gath mid. Cho'Gath wasn't able to follow up fast enough, and wow, Worst Luck and A just got blown up by Midnight Slushy on the Cassiopeia with the help of that Ignite. So they're going to ban away the cast this time, as well as the Sivir, and still banning the Jinx. So we'll see if these bans help them out. However, they didn't ban Kayn, which was, I believe was one of the bans last game, and that's going to get first picked by Sensei Squad here.
Actually, Sensei Squad banned it last game because they weren't first pick. So both Worst Luck and Waterbear play Kayn, so they wanted to make sure that it did not get it didn't get picked by either side. So this time it was left up. They can get Waterbear can get his hands on the Kayn. Meanwhile, the Nautilus that was banned away last game is now in the hands of Segundo or Let's Have Fun. Not sure which one yet. Kale being hovered. It's not going to be a Kale jungle, is it? Okay, Sylas. That makes much more sense.
Yep, Sylas going to get locked. Nautilus was the first pick, not banned this game either. What's going to come out as the next two bans for Sensei Squad? Waterbear still thinking, team still discussing.
Could be the duo lane picked here. This might be the place to do
pick
it.
The bot lane. Yuumi is up.
3 ADCs and 2 supports have already been taken away.
All right, so they're going to go for Xayah now that Sivir is banned. I would expect them to maybe pick Yuumi once again. Xayah Yuumi instead of Sivir Yuumi?
Yeah, Xayah Yuumi or Xayah Rakan. That one's that one is also possible. Or the Swain support for Mark Hames. You never know. He did say he would take it anytime it was available.
Switching it over to Rakan at the last second there. Going to be Xayah Rakan, AD carry in bot lane for Sensei Squad.
So yeah, we've got us a bot lane here now. Cho'Gath, he is going to be picking up the third champion for his team. It's going to be a Mordekaiser. So, do you think that's Mordekaiser top? Mordekaiser jungle? Mordekaiser mid?
It's hard to say, you know. Cho'Gath playing Cho'Gath mid, not exactly meta. Could just be going Mordekaiser mid, but it could definitely also be the Mordekaiser top, as is the typical place for Word to go, as far as I know.
Right.
I am pretty sure it is Mordekaiser top because I think Segundo plays it a fair amount.
Okay, so probably Segundo on that top lane, and then that would probably put Sylas in the mid lane then?
Very likely, yes.
Mm-hmm.
His jungle got nerfed significantly, and, you know.
All right,
these really aren't great ults
Nope,
to
they're going to
steal.
ban away the Rise as their last ban. But yeah,
Is that a Zale ban or is that a Midnight Slushy ban?
I don't actually know. I don't feel like we see a whole lot of Rise get played. But he did just get, relatively recently got another mini/full rework. So they're going to ban that away. Final ban coming out for Sensei Squad going to be a Kai'Sa ban. Wow, so many AD carries banned to this game. Callista, Sivir, Jinx, Caitlyn, Kaisa, and Xayah was picked. We've eliminated
Yeah.
like half the AD carry roster. What will Karasuda pick when so many AD carries are no longer options?
Fairly certain you're correct because I think there's only 14 ADCs. So
yeah, no,
get rid of
there's
6 of
not a
them.
lot.
Yeah, so Vayne is going to be picked up here. Interesting pick because there isn't a tank yet on the side of Bingo Squad, so there's not really that shredding potential, or the tank shredder that Vayne is so well known for.
Mhm.
Why am I getting a DM?
All right, Blue
Okay.
Ashley going to lock in the Ornn there for Sensei Squad. Mark
Yeah, they got
Hames,
rid of-
last one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
Ornn was
Ornn
banned last
time,
Mhm.
so
So,
Zale gonna be a little more at home on this.
I mean, he did
on this
fairly
one.
well on the Tom Kinch that game. Was very tanky, was putting down a lot of slows. Mark
Well,
Hames going to be locking in the last champion. Looks
in the
like
Bingo Squad top lane's defense,
Malphite? Question mark?
this time Kane actually has to
Anivia.
play against the top laner, but so that is Midnight
Yeah.
Slushy's in it.
Yeah, so we've got over on the side of Sensei Squad looking like it's going to be Ornn top lane, Kane jungle, Anivia mid, and Zyrakan bot lane. And they're going to lock in Aatrox over on the side of Bingo Squad 2. Let's
All right, so-
wait to see where they trade things around to really see what their roster is going
Yeah,
to
wait
be
a
here.
minute.
Vayne Nautilus is for sure the bot lane.
So is that a Silas jungle?
So it could be Silas Jungle. Worsock is holding it. He is the one with Smite. He could potentially trade with Mordekaiser or Segundo. I mean, Silas can go... theoretically could go like in either of those lanes, Same with Mord. And honestly,
Yeah.
same with Aatrox.
I was going to say Mordekaiser, Silas, they both could go any of those three.
Mm-hmm.
Aatrox, he had a stint in the jungle, but it wasn't, it was a very specific before his nerfs. So I think this is what it's going to be. Yeah, Silas jungle, Mordekaiser mid, Aatrox top.
All right.
I think they were
Low
picking
down.
those specifically for the flex because Aatrox is just much better into Ornn. So I think they wanted to blind pick the Mordekaiser, something that can go really wherever, and
Mhm.
then complement that with a Silas. Although Silas he's got Ornn ult. That's the big one. That's
Yeah.
the one that you're going to want to steal as much as possible. Rakan ult as well. That one's not bad. Not as good as it
Rakan ult's
once
not
was.
bad.
But
Not as good as it once was, but still not so bad. But I mean, I feel like once you see Silas picked, you can pick things that you're like, well, that won't be that great for Silas to have, but then and avoid picking things that are amazing on him. Things like,
which is funny because they picked Ornn.
yeah, they did
They
pick
picked
Ornn.
Ornn right out
They
of the
did pick
gate.
Ornn, which that one is pretty good for Silas to have. But these bot laners, they're not crazy great on Silas, neither are Anivia and Kane's really all that great for Silas. They're not bad, they're not amazing. But you have things like Alistar ult, right? Like that's just absolutely nuts
Sejuani.
on Silas. Yeah, or a Sejuani ult, or a Nautilus ult. Nautilus ult's pretty good considering it has such a big AP ratio. So if you steal it with Silas, you got to play the game as a champion that can be squishy throughout the game, and then you take this ultimate from this tank that has a lot of CC but also a lot of damage if you have AP, but you have AP, and then you get to use it on someone for a little bit of a single target nuke and a lot of team-wide CC. So there's some champions like that Silas just works great with when stealing their ults, but then there are some that aren't so good, like Xayah.
Yeah, I think Xayah's the big stinker here because at least Anivia has a pretty, it's got a full AP ratio. It is Anivia,
Mhm.
who is a mage, but then it's got, large AOE, a mild slow,
Mhm.
but then Xayah is already 50% useless off the bat because the
Yeah.
feathers don't do
No,
anything.
exactly. And I mean, it might honestly be more than 50%. Her ultimate's good. You can use it as a quick mini stopwatch, right? Use it as some invulnerability in a dodge, which is useful.
Yeah,
but
the
biggest
1
thing
second
is
dodge.
you use it as you're kind of backing away or kiting, and you get to pull all the feathers through for a lot of CC and a lot of damage, right? That's a really big part of her ultimate, is getting to throw down all those feathers in a predictable way. On demand, and then you can immediately pull them back, for chasing someone or especially for kiting or in a team fight. So not being able to have that feather pull reduces a lot of the effectiveness of the Xayah ult, but it still, still throws out some feathers for a little bit of damage and still gives you that untargetable status for a sec, but just not as useful as a lot of ults you could steal.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Worstlock does eventually use the Xayah ult when he does start stealing them,
Mhm.
because there are a couple of really interesting scenarios that I think it could be pretty good in. You need to get 2 or 3 seconds left on your Kingslayer or on your root or your stun rather.
Mhm.
And the kind of thing is just like, oh yeah, you use it to wait for cooldown so that you could like walk into the middle of the team and then full team Kingslayer. So I'm interested to see if that'll ever come up, and if it does, how Worstlock responds, rather than just saying, that's a crappy ult, I'm not going to steal it.
All right. Loading in to the second game of the series. Will Sensei Squad be able to win and take it all here? Or will Bingo Squad 2 pick up a win and take this game to 3?
Oh, thank God, they have Cosmic Dusk and Cosmic Dawn Xayah Rakan. All right. Getting into game here for the second game of this best of 3.
Yeah, we've got Zale in the top on the Ornn, Waterbear in the jungle on Kayn, Midnight Slushy in the mid lane on Anivia, Blue Ashley and Mark Hames down in the bot lane, Zion Rakan. Over on red side, Segundo, Aatrox, Worstlock and A. On the this is where we were kind of like, where are these champions going? Because they locked Aatrox, Sylas, and Mordekaiser, who can all do a fair bit of flexing. But Segundo did go with the Aatrox, Worstlock and A with the Sylas, and Cho'Gath with the Mord there in the mid lane. Kirisuda and Let's Have Fun on Vayne and Nautilus. And we're currently paused.
Currently paused. Looked like it was a bathroom break issue. Someone couldn't go in champ select apparently.
Gotcha. All right, looks like we are resuming though. Good. Getting this game started.
Yeah, let's
All
get
right, so
the show
team
on the
comp
road.
team comp wise, which of these teams do you think has the edge? I think I might be leaning maybe a little bit in favor of Bingo Squad 2. I like Nautilus in the bot lane. I always think that's pretty good. And then they have some solid power picks in the form of Mord and Aatrox, but where I'm really questioning their comp is like Sylas jungle. I don't know how well that does these days.
Yeah. I am hesitant to give an answer right now because I don't want to just like start and then have them invade. But I don't think they're going to invade. I think it's a counter invade. Okay. So I think Bingo Squad 2's comp is very interesting. I don't know if it's particularly good because between the Mordekaiser into Anivia, he should get poked out, bullied pretty hard early because she is, as long as she avoids his pull, Anivia should have, the stun, the QE combo to basically shove him away and make sure that he can't commit to anything. Sylas as well, got a question mark there. And then the third one is the low range Vayne into the Xayah Rakan. And I'm concerned about that one mostly because it's really, really easy to get engaged on once you hit 6. And I'm pretty sure the quickness has a way lower cooldown than depth charge. But already we're seeing Karista.
Arcane's getting
Whoa!
Gets incredibly low from that final proc of the Vayne passive. Gets ignited, gets flashed on, throws the Q. The Q goes wide. Mark Hames playing dangerously. No flash. No flash. No
and
heal.
Let's have fun just with the biggest pair of balls in this bot lane. Just keeps walking up and not getting punished for it.
Man, Mark Hames goes incredibly low, but he ends up surviving. Whew. All right, level 2 over on the side of Kirisuda, and Let's Have Fun here. Bit of poke onto Cho'Gath there. Wow, nice poke for level 2 Anivia.
But yeah, that early skirmish there, it actually took, Blue Ashley committed a lot more in terms of auto attacks and slicing feather blade things. So it made it it actually cut her CS basically in half. Meanwhile, Karista, whoa, that's another engage. Okay.
Yeah, gonna be putting down a bit of a root there though, and so Mark Hames is gonna be able to get away.
But Worstlock's
Zale getting ganked here. Just hit level 3, gonna dash through Worstlock NA. I'm not gonna be able to make something happen there.
Yeah, so we do see the Blue Ashley CS has evened up significantly with Karista, but in the beginning there it was like 4-12 because that Vayne wasn't paying attention to attacking the Rakan. He was focusing on getting lane pressure, getting CS, and building an advantage against Blue Ashley.
All right,
Yeah.
it's a bit poked, but despite being so chunked, Zale is ahead a decent bit of CS here in the top lane.
Yeah, Zale
Water
ahead a
Bear
little
comes
bit,
through,
Segundo.
trying to get a little bit of that passive stacked. Segundo could be getting a kill here. Nope, not going to get it though. 2 jukes from Zale away from those Aatrox Q procs, and then also a minion eating the Aatrox E. So that trade doesn't end up going as in favor of Segundo as he might have hoped.
Yeah, Segundo, he's winning on health right now, but he is losing in CS. Zale is 10 CS higher, and Segundo is, I think he's focusing so much on trying to get poke in that he's just missing really easy CS. He missed a few earlier. Oh, there he goes again.
What?
And he might be, yeah, just gets the auto attack for first blood. Wow.
Whew. Explosive. Solo kill for Segundo. No longer here in the bot lane, up in the top lane this game where he wants to be. He gets that solo kill.
Yeah, his home. He is going to show. Yeah, this is where I belong, guys.
This is where I
not down there on that Caitlyn.
All right, here comes Worstlock and A. Warcaves goes in, and now they're in trouble. Gets the root. Here's the Q. Water Bear's here as well. Worstlock and A's coming in, immediately backing out. Has to flash away. Let's have fun. Starting to get low. Karasuda low. Worstlock and A low. Segundo is here with the teleport, and they're going to back away. Heal comes out from Karasuda, taking him from half to well over half once again, but still a fair bit chunked from that fight. Let's have fun, and Worstlock and A almost dying as that played out. But teleport from Segundo is going to keep them from going too hard. They don't want to feed a lot of kills over to this Aatrox. By the way, Aatrox, despite getting that solo kill, down a ton of CS. Missed out on some CS from the teleport for one, but before the teleport even, Zale was significantly ahead in CS.
Yeah, so now Segundo is going to have to try and get this back with, a solo kill, another solo kill maybe, or just being able to bully Zale out of lane. But he's got a Caulfield. Zale's got a glacial shield thing. So it is going to be more, I think it's going to be more about having to just win with, get the CS back rather than actually bullying him, because Ornn is obnoxious to do this against.
All right, getting some damage down onto Cho'Gath here, but Midnight Slushy is almost out of mana, and Cho'Gath playing in this Mord is going to be able to slowly heal up thanks to that. I believe it's the W.
Sure. Let's go with that. I think his Q is the smash, his E is the pull. So
his E is the pull. So the W has to be the shield / heal
W
thing.
has to be the
Gotcha.
shield.
All right, Kayn starting to go for that Scuttle Crab, but going to get chased away by Kayn and Aatrox here. Worstlock and Segundo going to clear away some vision and take this Scuttle. Wow, Segundo still has that kill lead, but still a fair bit behind in terms of CS.
Yeah, he's actually he's still 100 gold ahead of Zale right now, but that's much less than you want to be when you've got a solo kill on him. So let's see if he's also just been leaving lane. He just left to go help clear vision and get Scuttle Crab control. So he is sacrificing a fair amount for his team. And that is going to be the third hit of the Darkened Blade. He pops the ultimate.
Ooh, Zale's looking in trouble here. Very low. Both of them are going to burn Flash, and Segundo's not going to be able to secure the kill. A little bit of a misplay, honestly. I think had Segundo been a little smoother with some of the abilities there, that could have definitely had been a kill. You can also kind of click on somebody and flash to immediately auto them when you flash, which I don't think he quite did that. He kind of flashed to get closer. He could have been out of range, possibly, but
yeah, I think he was a little bit out of range. But
I think he could have done. Ooh, almost gets steal, but worse. But Water Bear does get it. Water Bear did get that, I believe. He's getting chased by Cho'Gath. Here's the ultimate. It's going to end. He's getting through the wall, but where's Lockenae's here waiting for him? He jumps back across. He's ignited. Karasuda comes to go for the wall. Cho'Gath going to pick up the kill, the ignite. Mark Haim picks up the kill to Cho'Gath with the ignite. Now Blue Ashley's going to go down towards Lockenae and Karasuda, and that's going to be 1 kill to 2 in that extended trade there.
2 for 1. Cho'Gath did not get the extra stats from killing Water Bear, even though he did end up picking up the kill credit in the end. But Water Bear went down. Worslock helped secure 2 kills, 1 for Cho'Gath, 1 for Karista, and then Mark Hames was actually the one to pick up the kill on the side of Sensei Squad. So all in all, Bingo Squad 2 wins out a lot on that one. Meanwhile...
Okay, so pretty sizable CS lead in favor of Karasuda and Let's Have Fun here.
Yeah, they are almost at 20 now, but that's going to be Karista knocked up. Mark Hames and Water Bear are here. Blue Ashley's finally back, but Mark Hames looks like he has to back off. Water Bear does not find a knock-up. Karista gets hit with the Umbral Trespass. Water Bear he comes out on the other side, which actually jukes Let's Have Fun.
Blue Ashley never gets into position to do a lot of damage during that. Mark Hames slowly gets kited and chunked. And then the same exact thing happens to Water Bear after he shows up the lane and gets hit by Nautilus Ult. So Karasuda and Let's Have Fun both burning a Sum or 2 as well as their ultimates during that. But they are going to survive and chunk their opponents for it. However, Blue Ashley and Mark Hames are going to be able to get some turret damage here and some minions for free. But yeah, so CS-wise, we've got leads for Zale and Midnight Slushy on the side of Sensei Squad, but we've also got leads for Worst Lockenae and Karasuda on the side of Bingo Squad 2.
Yeah, and I don't think... No, they do. They do get in range for the turret gold, which is great for them. They're going to pick up 1 turret plate there. Meanwhile, Cho'Gath, Midnight Slushy, they're going to...
Ooh, fight breaking out here. That E is going to make Midnight Slushy a little disoriented. Not going to be able to land that stun onto Cho'Gath there. Here comes the gank from Worst Lockenae.
Takes Water Bear
he ults onto Water Bear, and he wants to take him out. He's going to start disengaging, though. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to kill him fast enough. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Segundo popping the ultimate, chasing down Zale. The E is not available. Trying to hit as many Qs as possible, but Segundo doesn't have the flash, and Zale's going to get away after Segundo pops that ultimate. Zale still has his ultimate. Midnight Slushy trying to be careful here. Wants to get CS. Does have a CS lead over Cho'Gath, but Mordekaiser is a hard person to duel.
Yeah, but with the ultimate down, Cho'Gath is going to be a lot less scarier. He doesn't get all of those bonuses in the duel. So Midnight Slushy can take this opportunity to try and bait out the E and then basically poke down this Mordekaiser. Although it is going to be hard. He's going to null magic mantle on.
Midnight Slushy still just trying to clear out these minions. Mark Hames trying to get some poke with that feather. Let's Have Fun trying to keep control of the bush, but there goes a ward.
Let's Have Fun did just pop his quest here at about 11:15, so he does have another ward available. But Mark Hames, he's got some control wards in his inventory, which is going to make denying vision that much easier. Oh, that's the
lands the hook there, yeah.
Mark Hames does have the quickness available, but I don't think he's really keen on using it here. Karista has boots and his Bilgewater Cutlass, which is going to mean that he's a lot better at, dueling things like healing, which is kind of important in there. But they could go for the 3v2 here. The quickness comes out. He's going to be knocked away. He can't quite find Karista.
Both teleports coming in as well.
And now Mark Hames is on the run. Let's Have Fun has the Umbral Trespass on him. Zale is in the top side, but he's going to go knocked up, and looks like that's going to be him going down. Karista on the run. Now, the Anivia is here. Mordekaiser following down. Karista going to go down. Segundo is here. He's got the ultimate available. He's going to take down Water Bear, and now Midnight Slushy is in trouble. Cho'Gath has the ultimate available just now, and he is not going to need to use it. It doesn't look like. Segundo, he's going to die.
Can they finish him off? Segundo's not going to be able to get him. Everybody on Sensei Squad goes down except for Midnight Slushy. Meanwhile, I think they only picked up 2 kills?
They got Karista. I think they got Let's Have Fun. So, yeah, they did.
Okay, so they got Karista and Let's Have Fun there. They get 2 kills at the cost of 4 and a I was about to say Infernal Drake and a Mountain Drake
And a turret plate.
and a turret plate. So huge win for Bingo Squad 2 there. They almost have grown their lead to 2K.
Yeah, and this Aatrox is going to be ridiculously scary. Not to mention, the Silas. He's also going to be fairly imposing. Mark Hames jumps forward, but he can't find anyone except the Worstlock.
Whew. They are going to pick him up.
Pulled back there?
Kinda?
It looked like he got,
I couldn't.
Yeah,
It looked like Navy.
yeah, it looked like he got yanked out of the way or something.
Yeah. I'm not sure. But they do grab him and they pick up the kill, and it looks like they might try to turn that into maybe a Rift Herald. They're going to start getting vision around it. They are 5-man up here. They haven't checked that pink ward yet. Okay, they're going to find it now.
But now, Cho'Gath barely misses that pull. But now with
Water Bear.
Segundo coming back, it's only a 3v5 right? 3v5 here. So they need a beautiful pull to try to engage something on here. Maybe Mark Hames, if they can find something on him that could do the trick. Let's Have Fun. Uses the depth charge. That's going to be the ultimate coming out. The Oran Horn gets blown. Let's Have Fun is taken very low, but that's going to be the ultimate used by Blue Ashley. He's going to knock up Segundo. Segundo on the run, does not have the reset available. Mark Hames going to go down. Segundo is down as well. Water Bear is knocked up. Worstlock going to get a lot of damage. That's going to be 2 for him. Midnight Slushy on the run, does not have the flash available. That's going to be the kill there. Puts him into the egg, and it looks like Karista's going to pick that up there. Another 2 for 4.
Yeah, second 2 for 4 in as many fights. They're going to be pressing for this mid lane tower now. Who ended up holding that Herald? It looks like Zale was the one who ended up holding it after that. When those fights break out, I stop paying attention to where the Herald buff is. And then at the end of it, I'm like, oh wait, who got it?
Yeah, you kidding me? When I'm playing, I stop paying attention to where the Herald,
It so feels bad when your team is like, oh crap, nobody picked it up.
I mean, to be fair, I am a support main. I'm like the last person that should pick up the Herald, so that's always my excuse.
Yeah, you're like, I'm the support. I don't want that.
Yeah,
That's
give it
your
to someone
fault.
who doesn't have one.
All right, so decent CS lead for Zale, but he's up against a 3-1-4 Aatrox now, so probably a fair bit behind in gold there. These junglers, equal in kills, close in CS, small lead for Worstlock and A, but more assists for Worstlock and A, so he's probably ahead in CS as well. In the mid lane, things are pretty close there as well. Things are pretty tight, but small leads everywhere pretty much for Bingo Squad 2.
Yeah, the big
Small
the
to
largest
medium.
Yeah, it's basically each person has between 300 and 1,000 gold. So
Yeah,
in the
over their
jungle,
opponent.
In the jungle and mid, it's 300 gold difference. In the top lane and the bot lane, it's and actually in the top lane it's 1,200.
1,200,
In the bot lane,
gotcha.
It's 700.
Yeah, I feel like in
So-
some of these, a fair amount of these games we watch, things will be like somewhat close across the game, but there's one person that starts to snowball out of control, you know, and they wind up like having a huge chunk of their team's gold lead. But a lot of this gold lead is rather spread out for Bingo Squad 2 right now.
Yeah, and this does speak to how Bingo Squad is playing the map together. You know, after that first fight in the bot lane, the 4-for-2, everyone just kind of clumped up. They've been clumped up since then. So you're really looking at a team that are like, yeah, well, we can just 5v5 this. It doesn't have to quite be ARAM, but you know, it can be a rat, a grab.
A rat.
I like a rat. Do that instead of ARAM. Worstlock gets a little bit handsy there. Tries to
Gets
get
a little bit of poke down, fights them away as team roams up, and they're going to be able to pick up that pink ward and place their own. Both teams rather... What's the word I'm looking for here? Most of both teams are at the top, is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they are focusing themselves around top.
There you go. Ooh, pull onto Mark Hames, going to dash away.
So we do see that since Segundo is close to getting his teleport back, 50 seconds left, he is going to head down to that bot lane and try and take the turret there, try to force Zale to come down. It is much more important that Zale is...
Oh, the Herald coming out in the mid lane.
To start a fight. Yeah, the Herald going to be dropped there. But it is much more important that Zale be with the team when they start a fight, rather than Segundo being right there. And we're going to see the Oran Horn actually used by Silas. I was confused. I was like, wow, he's not even trying to hit it. So yeah, Silas going to use it to try and force him back, but he takes
Worslock ain't getting low.
Oh, Mark Hames though, he's going to get engaged on.
Yeah, getting poked away a bit there. Let's have fun in Karasuda. Definitely have the gold lead in this 2v2, but it could go either way depending on how Mark Hames will actually play it.
And actually, the way that shook out in the mid and bot, yeah, they traded 1-for-1 on turrets, but Sensei Squad had to use the Rift Herald for it. So
yeah, Sensei Squad also look like they start the Cloud Drake there. However, Aatrox starts to move up, and Segundo chases them away.
Yeah, so now it looks like Bingo Squad is going to be resetting and trying to focus around this Cloud Drake here. They've got vision around it, and it looks like Let's Have Fun is trying to wait here and find something, although he's only got Worslock with him.
He doesn't seem to be deterred by that, though. He looked very confident standing in that bush. Going to back up to the next one.
Some confidence there. Mark Hames.
All right, here they come. Might look for the Q here. Not taking it yet. He wants a certain target. He doesn't want the super mobile guy or the super tanky guy. He wants to try to find one of these squishier, more carry type champions.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Bingo Squad, they're out of control wards, so they can't really
compete. Fight for that.
Yeah, they can't compete in vision and control, and they're actually all out of vision in general. They have no sweep.
Cho'Gath tries to pull, gets juked away. Midnight Slushy throwing out a bit of CC. The wall comes out. They're all have to move towards the top side of that. Let's Have Fun coming around the wall. They move up towards the jungle here. Water Bear going blind towards the jungle here. He is going to land the knockup into Karasuda. The ultimate comes out onto him. It looks like he's going to get blown up. No, Water Bear's going to escape, but Wazael does go down. Big Root goes down as well. And Segundo Flash is trying to hit the C. Oh, no. Trying to hit the CC onto Anivia, and is going to pick up Anivia after all. Oh no, so, poor Anivia. They lose 2 there.
Life, but it's a 2-for-0 for Bingo Squad. They're going to get this Cloud Drake very easily. And Segundo having a massive Darken Blade there, as well as Let's Have Fun flashing forward and grabbing Nautilus with the hook, making sure that he was completely useless in that fight. He didn't even get the Umbral Trespass off because he was ignited, and if he had gone inside someone, he definitely would not have come back.
Yeah, Worslock and A also did a solid job. He had stolen Rakan's ult, I believe, and got a fair amount of CC off and used that to help him chase. You mentioned earlier that he was pretty solid with it, and that looked to be like it was pretty effective.
So Bingo Squad looking like they're making the best of their champions. Cho'Gath didn't ult there, which was interesting to me because he could have definitely blown up Blue Ashley or something. Mm-hmm. He probably just wasn't in range.
Yeah, like anybody he was in range of was already going to die, perhaps. Like sometimes in those situations, taking them into the ultimate just potentially prolongs their death. Yeah, because if you have all of your team there.
Or even saves them, if you've got...
Yeah, or you could use it on them, not realize that part of the circle's over a wall, and they go over and you're stuck.
Yeah. So Segundo back here in the bot lane trying to stop Zael's push. Maybe even go for a solo. Okay, yeah, he's going to force the run away. And it looks like we're going to see the bot lane of Bingo Squad head back to the top side and try and take down this final outer turret. Turret count currently at 2-1 in favor of the boys in Bingo.
Yeah, Bingo Squad sitting pretty. A little over a 3k gold lead if I'm not mistaken, just over. They've also got a fair objective lead. Up a tower, up a couple dragons. Things looking good for Bingo Squad, and things looking good for them to make this series go to 3.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it so quickly. I mean, this is only 3,500 gold lead at 22 minutes. And I do think that Anivia is going to get a lot harder to break through as you get further and further into this game. Oh, Water Bear might be in trouble. Gets pulled back. Yeah, he is definitely in trouble. Umbral Trespass is going to keep him out of the fight for a little bit, but he's still very low. Oh, can they find him? Worslock can't get him. Yes, he can. That's going to be the... Actually, Mark Hames and Worslock duking it out. He's going to get one.
Ooh, gets one.
He isn't down yet. He's still alive. Worslock.
Phew. doesn't even die. Holy
Umbral
crap.
Trespass
Well,
into stopwatch.
yeah,
keeps
and
him
things
alive.
are now
Now he
looking
can
really
fight
good.
that
Oh, well,
Baron.
he's getting low against this Baron, though.
Yeah, please don't die to Baron. That would just be embarrassing.
Ooh, Midnight Slushy doing what he can. Going to get CC'd, though, and they're starting to chase him down. That's going to be the ace. There is no egg passive available. Rasakane still needs to be careful. Very low.
Yeah.
But they're actually having a little bit of a hard time with it. Their health bars weren't super high going into this. They are going to get it, though. Segundo isn't worried about it. Plenty of sustain.
Segundo tanks, the rest of them just kind of dance around it, and it takes them a little bit, but they end up securing that Baron for their 7,000 gold lead, rather.
Yeah, they've grown that to be a pretty significant gold lead. They have the Baron, and they have a Dragon lead. If they can use that Baron to grow this turret lead, that'll really cement them as the likely winners of this game. Like, things are looking really good for them, obviously, right now, but you can't win the game until you take a lot of turrets, you know?
You can't win the game until the Nexus goes down. While the Nexus is still up, you haven't won. So,
But I mean, you can start to turn the game in your favor, but if you're way behind in turrets, just one fight isn't going to be near enough, you know?
Yeah.
Every fight is a few more turrets. So despite them being so ahead in gold, they haven't yet turned that into turret lead. So that's what they need to really push for here and now, especially considering they have this Baron buff.
and I think they finally figured out that they don't want to send their entire bot lane to the top side of the map just for the one very low turret here. They're going to go for the 4-1. Segundo is going to get to push against Midnight Slushy.
Yeah, and he's a hard champion to 1v1 right now. 5-1 and 6. Pretty solid amount of CS compared to the people in the rest of the players in the game. And so he's got this Baron buff. So definitely a smart call to have him split pushing right now. He's going to be going for Midnight Slushy here. He gets the pull. He's starting to land the Qs. He gets stunned, and Midnight Slushy's going to get away thanks to the stun.
Yeah, and as well, Midnight Slushy actually has teleport available. Segundo does not, so he needs to be able to keep pressuring this Anivia so that if his team starts a fight,
Ooh, here comes
Anivia,
Nautilus.
Ooh!
They land the
Great
pull with a
pick.
flash, and Zale's gonna get picked thanks to a flash, or thanks to a hook. Sorry, not a flash. Thanks to a hook from Let's Have Fun. And here's Cho'Gath waiting in the bush for Water Bear. He ults him. He's putting out so much damage. The Q comes out. It gets juked. Water Bear gets a big heal. He runs back towards the blast cone. He runs away, and Cho'Gath is not able to assassinate Water Bear. He is Rost, so that's a ton of healing. Especially when you're against a high HP, low resistance champion like Mordekaiser currently is.
Yeah, great use of the Umbral Trespass to wait out the rest of that Death Realm, and making sure that once he got out, he was out. He wasn't, he wasn't just kind of popping back outside of Mordekaiser so that he could say, "Hey, just so you know, I wanted you to see my face before I
Hook
died."
onto
That's
Water Bear,
your
ultimate onto
part.
Water Bear. Water Bear does not have ultimate. They're going to pick up the kill, but Midnight Slushy and Zale put down a lot of AoE damage, and they're going to pick up the kill onto Karasuda. They are now chasing Let's Have Fun, who's going to use the hook, and he's going to get interrupted. He's going to get slowed by Zale, and they're going to pick up the kill. Double kill for Sensei Squad. Zale goes over the wall, not Q. Auto attack on the blast cone. Zale goes over the wall. He's going to disengage the chase, though. They lose Water Bear and all of that, but they play so aggressively to get Water Bear there that they do sacrifice 2 people, and they might also lose Cloud Drake. But they did grow their tower count from 2 to 5 during that first part of Baron buff, so pretty good use of that. They've picked up 3 towers.
Yeah, and with what looks like the last ticks of Baron buff going up, now, yeah, I think that's Baron buff is about to be up, so Cloud Drake is the next thing on the docket, and with Karista gonna pick up red buff beforehand, it looks like Bingo Squad can wait a second. 20-8 is the kill count. It is 8,500 gold here for Bingo Squad. It's 27 minutes here into the game, and there is one inner turret left before they get down to the brass tacks of the base. So I think they're going to need to grow their lead a little more because it's not a team that can siege by any means.
Yeah, like that's the one thing. They do have to kind of wait for Baron buffs or look for picks. But they have grown their lead to a huge amount here. Water Bear going to hit a little bit of a knock up and kite back. Silas is going to steal Kayn ultimate, I believe.
Yep, looks like it's Kayn ultimate. Yes, it is. And now
Alright, they're moving up
yeah,
towards Baron area. Baron hasn't spawned, or isn't up currently. Isn't there a new little... Aha! A new objective counter thing for spectate mode. I'll leave it up for just a little bit. Baron's up in a minute and 20 seconds, so they
How do you
might
do
want
that
to...
one?
It's so, over there with, like,
Oh,
yeah,
Cool.
time controls and stuff. That was one of the new little changes. They got a little nifty objective timer over there now.
now my question is, why is it all messed up on my end? Oh, it's probably because my mini map scale is different.
Well, so
It's funny.
less than a minute left for Baron buff, and that's what they need to be able to siege. Like you mentioned, this isn't a great team for them to siege against, but that's what Baron buff is for, helping you siege. So if they can just get some control up there, go and pick up that Baron buff, which is spawning in 40 seconds, they could probably use that to really cement this victory, because they have such a big turret lead and gold lead now. I think that Baron buff to help out their sieging is all they need. Unless Segundo gets caught here, getting chased down, popping the ultimate, gets CC'd. 3 members on top of him. There's the Nautilus ult coming out to try to help. He's going to use his stopwatch there. Ooh, big knock up from Worstlock and A. He's trying to do what he can. He's putting down a lot of damage. They shut down Segundo. They also blow up Worstlock and A. They pick up 2 kills. Mark Hames is still alive. They're trying to get Karasuda. Mark Hames eventually goes down. They're chasing down Karasuda. They pick up the kill. Blue Ashley is going off here. And wow, going to... Oh, whoa, no, flashing Midnight Slushy, still chasing Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath going to pop the zombies. He's still standing in this, though. He tries to get the pull. Blue Ashley picks up another kill. Zale trying to get out from under turret range. Lots of autos going down. There's the CC. Waterbear picks up the kill with an auto attack, and Sensei Squad wins that fight. Now they're going to take this tower. They're moving on to the next tower as well. This is probably going to be an inhibitor and maybe even Baron buff for Sensei Squad. And we were just talking about how all they really needed to do was get Baron buff to really win this game. But Segundo gets way too aggressive without any vision. He gets picked and leads his team to losing the team fight. And bam, inhibitor gone in favor of Sensei Squad.
Yeah, I think the problem was that not just Segundo got picked, but the fact that his team way overcommitted for him. They clumped up and allowed Zale to get the full Ornn thing off, got the Midnight Slushy ultimate, and everyone just went wild in that team fight on the side of Sensei Squad.
Yeah.
Waterbear never died. They focused too many resources on a guy who just has too many get-out-of-jail-free
Yeah,
cards.
and they had so many people standing on top of each other. Waterbear got off his... I don't really remember what it's called. The thing where he does the ranged long attack with his scythe. It comes up and knocks people up. Can't remember what it's called. It doesn't matter.
It's not spin to win.
Yeah, it's not spin to win. Well, he used his knockup and his Q spin on several targets each, really giving him a lot of health, considering he's Rost right now. So he was sustaining through a lot of that fight. Doesn't go down, and you're like you said, they were focusing him a lot, but he kept refilling his health bar. Worstlock and A was definitely doing what he could there, but he got popped very quickly right after Segundo, thanks to CC from Waterbear too. So fight, yeah, they should have just let Segundo die for his mistake and delayed the Baron buff, but they instead tried to take the fight, but then they lost 2 members rather quickly, and the rest of the fight went down because Blue Ashley is started to come online. 4 items now.
Yeah, and that is 4 items to match Karista's 4 items. I'm not sure how I feel about the Phantom Dancer. I just kind of like Rageblade Vayne a little better, but at the same time, everyone else on Bingo Squad 2 is doing damage, so it's not like it's not like you really need Karista to shred through them all.
Right, so Sensei Squad needs to be careful here. They're getting engaged on. There's the teleport from Segundo. They are down a man here. They need to disengage this fight. No, never mind. Ornn is teleporting. They just need to fight. Oh, a lot of CC, a lot of damage on the Let's Have Fun and Cho'Gath. There goes Waterbear getting... Oh, he uses the ultimate. Here goes Mark Hames. The ultimate goes down. They're going to blow up Worstlock. He's going to go into the stopwatch. Waterbear is about to die. He's gonna live. He goes into the wall and survives. Segundo getting down some damage. Gets CC'd, though. Meanwhile, Zale doing what he can. He's going to go down to Cho'Gath. Segundo is going to go into the stopwatch, going to die here. Oh, not going to land the CC onto Karasuda. Both teams currently missing several members. Cho'Gath incredibly low, trying to run back towards the base. Minions are on those towers. Karasuda running away from 3 members here. Sensei Squad lost 2. Bingo Squad 2 lost 3.
Yeah,
and they
so a
almost
two
lost
for-
Cho'Gath.
yeah,
And now they're going for Baron, even though the enemy team has vision of it. Karasuno does not have ultimate, but is coming back around. Midnight Slushy throws down the wall, still trying to deal damage to this Baron buff. Baron buff at about half HP. Markhaim's trying to heal up on this fruit. Blue Ashley and Midnight Slushy looking very squishy. You are not tanky champions. That's not something you can do. They're going to give up on the Baron. They're going to run back. They're going to take this ward and take that blue buff. They didn't clear any vision off of the enemy team there. They tried to see if they could get the Baron, but they just weren't tanky enough.
Now the map is reset, and we're at a 3,000 gold difference. 6-3 in the turrets, 23-16 in the kills, and that shows the importance of the shutdown gold. All of Bingo Squad 2 has been shut down multiple times, which now means that this is at 33 minutes within spitting distance. It doesn't matter if you're, whatever.
Yeah,
that
no,
is.
I mean, it's so funny because Sensei Squad hasn't taken a single tower in the top or bot lane, but they've taken an inhibitor. Meanwhile, Bingo Squad 2 has 6 towers, but no inhibitors or inhib towers.
Yeah, so now the dragon is up, the Baron is up. This Ocean Drake could make it could mean a 4 Drake for Bingo Squad, or it could just mean a fight that Sensei Squad try and take. And the one important thing to keep in mind is that as this game goes longer, Sensei Squad gets way, way stronger. They have an Ornn on their team, and Ornn has passive, and Ornn passive is good.
Oh, Zale gets pulled over the wall by Mordekaiser there, but they don't. I don't think they really realized that was about to happen, because they definitely could have jumped on that more. But here comes the engage! Water Baron Markhaim's going ham, putting down CC. Several members taking a lot of damage. Segunda goes down instantly. So does Let's Have Fun. They have now taken out Karasuno as well. Cho'Gath and Verslock and A are the only ones remaining. Cho'Gath getting chased down, going to flash away. Water Baron jumps over the wall. They're trying to chase down a few more kills. Wow. Markhaim's and Water Baron just jump into the enemy team. Zale throws down the ultimate as well, and that AoE plus Blue Ashley's insane damage at this point. They are able to clean up several members. They took down Segundo so quickly, and Let's Have Fun, honestly. And now they're going to be able to, they're going to try to turn this into a Baron buff. Worslock and A is alive though. He is the jungler. He does have smite. They need to be careful. They've cleared away the vision. Worslock and A has decided he's going to give up this Baron. He's backing. And the Baron's going to go over to Sensei Squad, who now is only behind by like 200, 300 gold. This is insane. There was an 8-something thousand gold lead in favor of Bingo Squad 2, and now Sensei Squad has completely made up the gold difference. They still are behind a few towers, and the inhibitor has respawned there. They're going to pick up a few CS here, and that's probably going to tie up the gold lead.
Yeah, and they found, Sensei Squad has found the chink in, so to speak. The fact that basically Segundo has a dash, but it's very small. Worslock does not have just a free dash. It has to hit someone. Karista is the only one who actually has real mobility, and Karista has not been positioning well in these team fights.
So I believe Cho'Gath right there he thought he was about to get engaged on, and did it look to you like he used his ultimate? Did you see that?
I don't.
Was that just a shield? Was that just a shield? Okay, that was just a shield or something.
I think
I'm crazy. Okay, no shield. Oh, it looks like they're trying to get aggressive on Zale here. Blue Ashley burns the ultimate. Here comes the teleport from Anivia. They kind of get baited a little bit there. They burn their TP. They burn their Xayah ult. And Bingo Squad doesn't burn hardly anything for that. It looks like this Ocean Drake's going to go over probably to Sensei Squad here. They all ignore that pink ward, though. Questionable. I feel like you want to deny as much vision as possible right now. But they are going to decide
I don't think
to...
it really matters when you can take Dragon that fast. But
Well, I mean, fair enough. They blew it up. But, why wouldn't you kill the pink ward? Deny some vision. All right, they're going to sweep up this turret here in the bot side. The enemy team is starting to rotate towards the second tower. They're going to give up the first one. Water Bear cleaning up the Gromp over here. Looks like they're going to try to find their way onto Worslock and A. He's going to dash away. Zale building an item. Midnight Slushy gets pulled in, loses half of his HP, pops the Seraph shield as well. Waterbear tries to knock up Worslock in A, but that Banshees is going to keep him safe. They've got Baron buff. They've got a lot of minions. Can they siege this successfully? Big pull onto Water Bear. Here comes the ultimate from Silas. Orin ult goes wide, doesn't aim it quite properly. Here it comes in return. Water Bear and Markaim's going in. They CC several people. Cho'Gath gets blown up by Midnight Slushy. Lots of damage going down. Flash from Blue Ashley gonna pick up the kill into Let's Have Fun. Segundo goes into the fight, gonna burn that Resurrect. He pops back up. He still has it. Whoa! Big damage onto Karasuda. Gets popped. Aatrox now spawning on this side of the wall, gonna get finished off. Anivia and Blue Slushy. Midnight Slushy and Blue Ashley. Gosh, doing so much damage in these fights. He's gonna be chasing onto Worstlock and A now. Here comes Zale. They knock him up. They pick up the kill. That's the ace for Sensei Squad, and they're gonna win this series with a comeback. 2-0 over Bingo Squad 2. Blue Slushy, I know, I said it wrong. I mixed their
Bingo
names.
Squad had the lead in their hands, and they positioned the rest of the game so poorly. Sensei Squad figured out the way to defeat them, and they abused that to maximum, their maximum potential. So congratulations to Sensei Squad. They're going to take that 2-0 and knock Bingo Squad into the losers bracket for next week.
Whew. All right. Oh man. Okay, that's gonna be the series. Nice reset there. Or nice reset. Nice comeback there. They were down, like we talked about, a huge amount of gold. But they were able to get that pick on Segundo and close the gap lead to 3K. Then they were able to win another fight and get a Baron buff, and then close the gold lead to even. And then they won another fight or two, picking up the rest of the towers in the Nexus, and grew their gold lead substantially. So yeah. Congratulations to them. We'll be back in an hour or less with the next match and the final match of week 4 of the Get Wrecked Summer Splash. I believe that one is the Tortellini Ordinance versus
Razzle Dazzle.
Razzle Dazzle. Yep. And that'll be at 6 p.m. or maybe a smidge earlier if the teams are ready to go. And I believe I may be solo casting that match. So look forward to that, everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna be great at it. It's gonna be awesome. All right, so we'll see you guys for that game in just a little while. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.